Fala pessoal, beleza? Voltamos com mais um capítulo de Blacksad.
Against all odds, next morning I got up bright-eyed
Dessa
and
vez
bushy-tailed,
viemos falar com essa garota
and I had
aqui.
my kind, unknown assailants to thank. The beating had taken its toll, but for the first time in months, I had slept like a baby.
Ok, ele disse que depois de meses ele dormiu que nem um bebê.
Alright, take 5. We'll work on that double backhand later.
Ok, FBI, FBI.
Well,
Mr.
Mr. Blackmore,
Blackmore.
what can I do for the FBI?
You better consider what you want to do. You want to cooperate, you want to... Ah, tá. Vamos ver.
Actually, the real question is, what don't you want the FBI to do to you?
Quick to thread, are we? Not that I'm not flattered, mind you, but I'd appreciate if you were a bit less fake.
Que doideira, cara. A mina tá na paz, cara. O FBI tá investigando
Maybe
ela e ela tá de
if we
boa.
could speak in private?
Alec!
Coming!
O Alec vai buscar água pra ela.
You've got 4 minutes,
Você tem
Mr.
4
Blackmore,
minutos.
so
Começando agora.
make them count.
Fake rich with stone. Deixa eu perguntar isso aqui. Olá.
We know about you and Desmond O'Leary.
Wow, the FBI sure knows what it's doing. So, out of the 100 million Americans who know about that, who did you extort to get such highly confidential information?
The thing is, well,
You see, I'd love to wipe out that part of my past, but whatever.
do you have any regrets?
Ads pay more than trophies. Can you believe it? Being associated with such a shady character could only damage my reputation. Trust me, never get involved with a married man.
Ok.
They say you're currently involved with Al Stone, the boxer. Is that correct?
Wow, your sagacity never ceases to amaze me.
Don't beat around the bush. We know why you're with him.
Oh, so you like his biceps too?
Desmond O'Leary asked you to seduce Stone. Why?
What? No, I met Al by chance at a party. A party hosted by Desmond O'Leary. No, that can't be. No one is that shrewd. Not even him. Damn, I hate that bastard.
Ok. Contrabandos.
We know you smuggle contraband during your international tournaments.
Oh, really? Are you sure? Like, what exactly?
I think she called my bluff. Or did she? Should I follow through or say I was kidding?
Ai, caraca, e agora?
I'm convinced you're part of a dangerous international network that smuggles champies.
For a moment there, I thought you were serious. Glad to see the FBI has a sense of humor. You've got my full attention now.
Eu menti pra ela.
We're aware of at least 6 rigged games during your first year as a professional player.
And?
You won all of them.
Are you trying to offend me? I give my all on the court. I can't be held accountable if my rivals don't do the same. Go interrogate them. In any case, now I know why you mentioned O'Leary. What do you really have against him? And don't say illegal gambling.
Ele trabalha com Chicago Movie, murder, assassinato.
O'Leary is a murderer. Every criminal organization has blood on its hands. His is no exception. And we have proof.
Well, what's the big deal? At least it's not a matter of, I don't know, smuggling champies.
I'm serious, Miss Moore. America can't afford to let anyone shake its foundations like that. And America's sweetheart can't afford it either. Help us out. Talk to us.
And why should I, Mr. Blackmore? What do I stand to gain or lose?
Eu cuido por no carreira, foi always returning the favor. Caraca, muito tempo.
I don't know. It's up to you.
This is actually quite simple.
Ok. Segura lá. I love you, now and forever. Te amo agora e para sempre. Mais ainda aqui.
One lucky gal.
O símbolo lá da gangue lá.
You have a light, sir?
The pearly white teeth of someone who barely smokes. Am I making her nervous?
Os dentes brancos dela de alguém que mal fuma. Eu deixei ali.
I'm almost out of fluid.
Estou quase sem fluido.
Want to know my trick?
Quer saber meu truque?
Go down to
Abaixo,
start,
começa e-
then up with it, and then down again. Almost.
Quase lá.
Will I get to smoke today? Almost. Will I get to smoke today?
Ok, peraí. Pra baixo. Pra cima. Pra baixo. Ah, tá.
Thanks. I don't know what you want me to say.
Não sei o que você quer que
You're
eu
trying to
diga,
frame
tô
O'Leary,
dizendo.
perhaps rightfully so, but I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Believe me, if I had the slightest
Come on, Helen. Time to work on your backhand. Let's go.
Do you smoke? Nice meeting you, Mr. Blackmore.
Ok.
Did you bring my water?
Ele fez algumas perguntas pra ela, porque que ela se envolveu com o cara lá, o Lord, sei lá o nome do cara. E ela disse que todo mundo sabe que isso não era novidade, blá blá blá. Que ele estava envolvido com o tráfico de drogas. Ela se surpreendeu. E blá blá blá.
America's sweetheart gave you her cigarette? Dear God, she has the hots for you! I can't believe you said good old Weekly to investigate that stupid walrus while you were hanging out with Helen Moore herself! So, what do you say, you and me, we change places next time, huh?
Your turn. Now tell me, what did you find out?
You're gonna love this. You ready? I've got news, but I happen to also have a
Blacksad.
He's up at that hole, isn't he?
What? Who is... Oh, Mrs. Colbert.
I told him I knew all about it, you know, after our chat. He cried and asked me to forgive him. He said he was gonna leave her, that he loved me, and it was over. But last night he got a phone call. He said he had to work, and he still hasn't come back. Nobody's seen him at work since yesterday evening. He left with her, didn't he? Tell me the truth. I can handle it.
Your husband ran away with his lover. Somewhere far. Farther than you can imagine. I'd forget him if I were you. It's time to...
That good for nothing. I'm gonna scratch his eyes out. I'll tear his stupid head off. I'm gonna make him regret.
Aquele cara lá, o rinoceronte lá que morreu, a mulher dele ligando, falando que ele saiu pra trabalhar ontem à noite e
But
não voltou
what
mais.
just happened? Is there anything you didn't tell me?
Maybe. But now it's your turn. Tell me about Cassidy. Come on, spit it out.
Come
I
on.
didn't find anything suggesting that Cassidy had anything to do with Dunn's murder, but
That's quite the tale.
But I know Cassidy will be playing poker tonight with one Howard M. Farnham II, a Texas tycoon looking to get his claws on the boxing business. I also know that he and Cassidy have never met in person, and that Farnham, who's staying at the Balford Hotel, hasn't left his room. Apparently, he spent the night with 3 bottles of bourbon. So, here's my incredible plan. I'll go to the hotel, I'd knock him out, and then take his place in the poker game. That way, I'll get Cassidy talking. What do you think? Incredible, right?
Didn't we agree that you would handle Helen more while I dealt with Cassidy next time? No?
Parece que na Nico ia conseguir fazer isso, né? Diz que tem um cara que vai jogar poker com o Cassidy, só que eles nunca se encontraram pessoalmente. Ele quer ir lá derrubar o cara na porrada e pegar o lugar dele. Um nanico desse. Belão. Ok, tô disfarçado do que agora? 2 e 3. O cara é um alce.
Good afternoon, Mr. Farnham.
What's going on?
Allow me to introduce myself.
I'm for Grammy. Sou o diretor do hotel.
I'm John Blackmore, director of the Balford Hotel. We'd like to make our distinguished guests feel welcome. Please accept this small token of our appreciation.
Oh, sure. I was fixing to leave, but I guess them monuments ain't going anywhere. Well, come on in then.
Getting in Farnham's room was easy. Earning his trust was another story. But I always have an ace up my sleeve.
Blackmore, you okay, partner?
The best way to earn someone's trust is to make them believe they've earned yours. And sometimes, the best way to fake it is to tell the truth.
Ok, ele tá fingindo que ele tá bêbado.
I don't know where to begin.
I'm afraid to guess. Ninguém. Now he's dead. Okay.
The world is falling to pieces. And so am I. Everywhere I look, I see corruption, lies, and filth. New York is nothing but a landfill.
You Yankees can't get worked up. Down in Texas, we got them damn Catholics from Mexico. But sure as hell, there's a way to deal with it all.
One of the tricks of this trade is to be wary of the biases we all have. They cloud our judgment and blur the person in front of us, painting them with the shades of our preconceived notions of who they should be. But every once in a while, you run into someone so locked in personality that they can only be regarded as a stereotype. Farnham was a disgrace, not only to himself, but to Texas and the entire human race. To think I had to impersonate him. I wish I was like you. You seem so content, so free of burdens.
Stop right there, partner. You think this old dog don't have ticks? Let me tell you something about my first wife. Woo-wee!
Once I had gained Farnham's trust, the hard part was deciding what I needed to know to become him and not get myself killed.
O Alce lá falou que o John falou que queria ser igual a ele, né? Sem tal, viver sem problemas, sem dificuldades, né? Ele falou, calma aí, parceiro. Eu vou te contar sobre
What
o meu
can
primeiro
I do for
esposo.
you, sir?
Try to remember, I hate to play some poker.
Howdy. My name's Howard M. Farnham II.
Okay. Should I know you? What can I do for you, sir?
I hate to play some poker.
I'm here to play me some poker.
You got the wrong place, sir. Did you miss the barbershop sign above the door? You have a good evening, sir.
Wait,
Ué,
The hard part was deciding what I needed to know to become him, and not get myself killed.
What can I do for you, sir?
try to remember.
I'm here to play me some poker.
You got the wrong place, sir. Did you miss the barbershop sign above the door? You have a good evening, sir.
Ok.
Wait,
Não é a primeira alternativa, nem a segunda. Vamos tentar de novo.
The hard part was deciding what I needed to know to become him, and not get myself killed.
What can I do for you, sir?
O que eu posso fazer por você? I'm so... try to remember.
Farnham was one hell of a drinker. I had to get the information out of him
Ok.
before he drank himself unconscious. Otherwise, I'd have to find that information myself.
Achei a resposta, a informação da resposta antes que o tempo acabe. Ok.
yes, I got a Vietnamese shave last time.
Oh, please, come in. Of course, I remember you. Take a seat.
Ok, parece que era isso que devíamos ter feito mesmo. Passarinho aí é cara de bandido, hein? Cara, tinha uma barata ali, mano. Eita lasqueira.
I'm sure you'll understand we can't be too careful. Our host has many enemies, and someone has to keep them at bay.
Oh, louco. I have to go understand. Eu entendo.
Sure, I get it.
I'm glad to hear that. Now, please answer my question. How much does it cost to get yourself a clean Vietnamese shave?
Eita. Tentar lembrar.
And sure enough, Booth put the nail on the coffin of my first marriage. You know, the wife that caught me cheating with the maid. My second marriage, too. You know what I did to her daddy? Same old with several mistresses. So I decided to stick to my guns and only deal with hookers. Even if I did end up marrying some.
I feel you, Mr. Farnham. So I'm going to be honest with you. I spent all my savings on poker. And if I had any money left, I'd spend that too.
Poker's not the trouble. It's the play with no bills in your pocket is the trouble.
Oh, trust me. I had plenty of bills.
Come on now. You ain't got a pot to piss in, son. I just paid 10 years worth of your salary, fixing to play me some poker, and that's no more than petty cash to me.
petty cash, to be honest. I asked you how much.
Of course they gave me one of the seats. These things I have, boy. Wait, I'll show you. I gotta get somewhere. Just a sec. I'll get it.
Ixi, o cara tá só.
Just put it over.
Vai cair.
I'll be right back.
Ah, já volto. Caiu. Ok, vou ter que procurar a resposta. Será que é isso? É. Opa.
Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town.
Não. Ah, 20 mil.
Why didn't you just say you had the receipt in your pocket? I'm almost certain, but tell me, who told you to come to this barber shop?
Try to remember.
Let me tell you a little secret about my first wife,
Son.
sonny boy. When I met that woman, she had no manners, no money, no...
What the hell?
Who in the hell? Farnham. By God, if it ain't the hero of the day.
Ai, carambolas. Vamos lá.
This'll surely imbue me with the Texan spirit.
No nariz do cara, velho.
It's not going to be easy to sound Texan, but I'll give it my best shot. I probably don't need to imitate his gestures during the game, but it certainly wouldn't hurt to try.
Ok, só tem que ver ainda. Opa.
I'll be damned.
Chapéu. Opa. Aí.
Nothing says Texan like a cowboy hat.
Anyway, Kenny,
Kenny.
thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy.
God bless ya, brother.
God bless you, brother. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York.
My good old friend Kenny. Craziest
goddamn
goddamn
Texan
Texan
in
in
New
New York.
You know how many Kennys there are in New York? Kenny who?
Eita,
So besides when and where the game will be, the password, and the money Farnham dished out, what else do I need?
ai, meu Deus, sai daí. O tempo tá acabando, cara. Vai logo. Ô, filha da puta, vai lá, vez pro lugar.
Not even a Bible.
Nem mesmo uma Bíblia. Ai.
At least it's comforting to know that when Farnham drinks too much, his female companions have less of a hard time.
Ô, cara, para de falar, mano. Nossa, o tamanho do tênis, velho.
Luckily, there was only one Kinney in Farnham's address book, Kinney Eeks,
Kenny X.
residing at...
Oh, legal. Finalzinho conseguimos.
Cornell Plaza, Manhattan. Stunning penthouse.
I'm not surprised. Mr. Eeks has excellent taste. Do you happen to know what he asked for the last time he was here?
Como que eu vou lembrar disso?
Ding Dong? Interesting name for a town.
O cara tá dormindo. Do outro lado da porta.
No matter how superficial someone may seem, there's always a way to win their heart.
Deu certo?
Don't tell me, Billy Bob. This here is my new friend Father. Am I right?
Ai, o bar was fixed to give me a shot.
Sure enough, your barber was fixing to give me a shave.
You can get a good shave at another time. Billy Bob is always at our beck and call.
Of course.
Hey, come on. Let's get in there before they finish all the bourbon without us.
I haven't frisked him yet, sir.
I don't think that'll be necessary. Mr. Farnham here, he's an honest Texan. And I'm sure he'll hand over his weapon if we ask him to. Right?
I'm not understanding.
I would if I had a gun on me, but I don't.
Are you kidding me? An unarmed Texan?
Just pulling your leg, Cassidy. Take care of my girl, you hear?
All righty. I was starting to get antsy.
It'll be my pleasure.
Passarinho invocado, hein?
Welcome, gentlemen.
Bem-vindo,
Chips are on
cavalheiros.
the table and guns are in the safe. Now, we got a
Okay.
lovely night of poker ahead of us, full of smoking and bourbon. So let's get started. Take a
Tá,
seat.
beleza,
Mr.
passarinho
Farnham. Let me
invocado
introduce
mesmo.
you. To my right, wearing gray boxers and weighing in at 140 pounds, the owner of Pink Vice, the largest meat market in all of Manhattan.
In other words, a real son of a bitch. No offense to the women he exploits.
Our reigning champion, Oswald
Oswald
Quinn.
Quince.
A title I aim to keep, provided our new contender here doesn't interfere.
I do what I can. Ai, caraca.
Y'all are dealing with the worst player in Texas.
You're just trying to make me overconfident, aren't you?
The truth is that our friend Farnham owns the largest and, I dare say, most entertaining establishment in Texas.
Really? So we're colleagues then?
Yeah, you
God,
wish,
dinosaur
Queens. He
here.
owns a casino.
Damn.
And it's not even in Austin or Dallas. It's actually in a little town called, what was it? Darn it. I looked it up the other day. Had a funny ring to it. I hate it when this happens.
I thought they moved all Texan casinos to Vegas, where gambling is legal.
Ding dong.
You mean Ding Dong, Texas?
Ding dong! That's it.
Who'd ever think of a name like that?
Well, casino or no casino, let's just hope he doesn't keep as many aces up his sleeve as the late Ventimiglia, huh?
Amen.
To my left, wearing brown boxers and weighing in at 396 pounds,
Frank,
Frank.
show some respect, huh?
the hospitality tycoon, Polly...
Tycoon. I just own a small bar with pool tables. Clients drink close to nothing and play even less, but certain business transactions just couldn't happen anywhere else.
Damn it, Polly. Why don't I know your last name?
Because they took it away from me. You have no idea how good my ex-wife's lawyer is.
Women, they even take our damn names.
Ai, ai, esse cara é pista.
You're too much, Polly.
When you're done sightseeing, why don't you drop by La Iguana for a game of pool? And I'll buy you a drink. But I have to warn you, my clientele isn't crazy about furry fellas such as yourself.
Thanks. I love me some pool.
Perfect. It'll be my pleasure.
You're looking to start your own pool business, Farnham? This guy here wants to start a boxing association in Texas. Guess who he's turning to for advice?
To be honest, several things got me worried, so I'd be much obliged for any counseling.
So, what worries you?
Homicidal boxers like Bobby Yale.
Ha! That's some piece of news, huh? Hey, I don't know if he did it, but the real problem is that the fight against my champ Stone might not even frickin' happen. The good news is that I've almost convinced the governor to let him out of prison on the day of the fight. Under police escort, that is. I bet you the audience gets a kick out of that. Billy Bob, bring out the bourbon. We're drying up here. I'll deal with a fresh deck, of course. We respect traditions in this establishment.
Poker is as boring as it is simple. All you need to do is read people's faces. And even the worst detective has that trick up his sleeve. The real issue is knowing what to play for when there's much more than just money at stake.
Play to win, place to lose. E agora, caraca. Vou jogar pra perder ou jogar pra ganhar? Oi, oi, oi. Jogar pra ganhar.
Damn it! What again?
How many games have you won, Farnham?
The worst player in Texas, huh? Hey, Quint, you better start unbuckling that championship belt.
This ain't over yet. Mark my words. Farnham will be calling his wife before the night is over.
Ha! Oh, hey. By the way, did you guys hear about Kenny's wife? Pretty tragic, huh?
What happened?
Oh, plain bad luck. Hey, but Farnham, I'm sure you know more about it than I do.
Tá lembrar que não vou lembrar não. Meu, tá.
Anyway, Kenny, thanks for fixing the game with Cassidy. God bless you, brother. Craziest goddamn Texan in New York. And the poor fella's already got enough on his hands now that his wife.
Deixa eu
Women
falar.
just gotta have their vices. But she's in a rehab clinic now, hooked on tranquilizers and all that.
That's it, tranquilizers. Don't tell me women don't have their vices, too. Bring out the bourbon, Billy Bob. Come on. Give me the bourbon.
Maybe I spoke too soon when I said that poker is easy for a good detective. Let's just say it's relatively simple. There's always someone ready to surprise you, relatively speaking.
Well, I'll be damned. I don't believe this.
What happened, Farnham?
Beginner's luck doesn't last forever, and that's when the real champ comes in. I hope you're ready to lose it all, my friend.
Poor Farnham. Came looking to make big bucks in the city with his boxing, and he's gonna
Eu acho
lose
que o
it all
passarinho
with...
aí,
Oh, God.
I hope your counseling will make up for it.
Yeah, so how can I be of help?
Having to compete with illegal gamblers like that old Leary fella.
Huh? One would almost think that you live in New York, my friend. That son of a bitch killed one of my men and left the poor bastard on my damn porch. But he's a goner now. Ever since the sport got put on TV, people want a fair game, honest boxes, and no shady business. You can't break the law anymore like before. Nowadays, they gotta bribe those big network executives to negotiate for broadcasting rights.
Those there athletes hooking up with each other, like Al Stone and Helen Moore.
I see you subscribe to What's News. Yeah, my star boxer, the reigning champion. He's having an affair with America's sweetheart. Hey, I got nothing against those two idiots falling in love. Don't get me wrong, but it's taking a toll on his performance. I don't think he'll lose against Yale, but I'm starting to worry a bit. Come on, let's steal another hand before Quince accuses us of trying to break his winning streak.
Ain't gonna happen. Gentlemen, I suggest you never tell your sons about this game, unless you want to lose their respect.
Wait, you mean our sons actually respect us?
I hear you. There's no way to set boys straight these days. They don't even respond to a good old beating.
There are always better ways to do children.
Then try not beating them. There are better ways to educate boys.
Hey, careful, Quince. You're talking to a pro. So, Kenny told me you had quite a house.
How many kids you got in that house full of yours?
Tenta lembrar.
No. That son of a bitch was about to choke on his own vomit. Sure, the sight of a millionaire choking on his own vomit had a certain poetic quality. Even so, I couldn't just stand there and watch him die.
Caraca,
Unfortunately, I didn't break a sweat trying to save him.
Caraca, o que eu fiz?
How many kids you got in that house full of yours?
Tentar lembrar. Certo?
No. That son of a bitch was about to choke on his own vomit.
Aqui tá falando que ele tá se engasgando com.
Sure, the sight of a millionaire choking on his own vomit had a certain poetic quality.
Ele não pode deixar isso acontecer.
Even so, I couldn't just stand there and watch him die. No, deserving or not, the man would live.
Carteira dele.
Six, well, that's something. I don't know how you deal with all of them.
All boys?
Does it have to be now?
Oh, never let Quince near one of your daughters.
Come on, Folly. Children are sacred. I won't lay
Cassidy.
a finger on them until they're 12. After that, well... let's just say... some men have needs that, can only be met by a young girl that age. If you know what I mean. Are you alright, Farnham?
Você tá trapaceando, cara.
There goes your winning streak, you sick bastard.
Write him out, keep his secrets.
Sooner or later, the police are gonna bust your ass. Quince.
What the hell are you talking about?
I bet you're as bad at hiding those poor girls as you are at keeping that ace up your sleeve.
What? You lying piece of shit.
Quince?
Don't believe a word he's saying, Frank.
She lascou.
Don't you dare call me Frank.
Não me ouse chamar de
Billy
Frank.
Bob.
Billy Bob. Eita.
It's 500 more. Huh. For washing up.
It's a deal.
Tá preso. Jogo violento.
Good call, Father. I owe you one. Please, take that flying scumbag's tokens. And mine too, if you want them. I'm feeling generous. Hey, turns out the governor accepted my suggestion to let Bobby Yale out of prison on the day of the fight. Hey, this is turning out to be the perfect night. If you decide to go ahead with your new venture,
Call me.
call me, Farnham.
Your behavior at last night's game was utterly insulting. Never contact me again, or I'll put an end to your pathetic life. If our common acquaintance should ask you about your business endeavors, tell him that boxing is too violent for you.
Aí eu voltei pro apartamento e deixei
Signed,
o...
Frank Cassidy.
Legal.
My own tracks would be covered the following morning when Cassidy read this note from Farnham.
Dear Mr. Cassidy, though I'm grateful for your kind help, last night's game made me realize that boxing is just too violent for a peaceful Texan like myself. I have decided to invest elsewhere. Yours sincerely, Howard M. Farnham II. Damn Texans.
Malditos texanos.
As for me, it was the first time in days that I had gone to bed without my daily beat. A real shame. Nothing like a bruised body to help you to sleep like a baby. Maybe I should have given myself a beat.
Cara, tá tendo vários pesadelos. Quer dizer, um pesadelo com várias cenas violentas. Pô, bicho mole pra levantar.
Blacksad.
Finally, I need you at the gym now, please.
Bem, pessoal, vou ficar com essa gameplay por aqui. Espero que vocês tenham curtido. No próximo capítulo a gente dá sequência, beleza? Um grande abraço, fique com Deus, até mais. Fui!